start with the thing that basically broke the sports world last night, and that was Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the visiting San Antonio Spurs, the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, who went into the Paycom Center and knocked off the top-seeded Thunder, the defending champions, behind a ridiculous performance from Victor Wembanyama. 41 points, 24 rebounds, dominant stuff from what is, it seems anyway, rapidly becoming the best player on the planet.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. But I will say this.
He's got to earn that, though.
Sure. But he did he made a statement last night.
He took a step in that direction.
MVP's on the other sideline, and like that was
talking about hard work.
No, 100%.
We're quick to anoint in this era of fandom.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. I thought it was noticeable that part of Wemby's MVP candidacy was built around I play both ends of the court. Mm-hmm. And SGA last night was off the court on premier defensive possessions. When they needed to try and get a stop, he was on the sideline. Then they had to take timeouts to get him back into the game.
Where's Brian Windhorst complaining about SGA not being on the floor for key defensive possessions? Because he had a whole lot to say about Luka Doncic and his defense a couple of years ago.
He needed you and me in the background of the shot to be able to do that.
Recording our post-game commentary. Listen, I feel like narratives get created around players pretty early, and then we try so hard to keep them stuck around that narrative. And for guys like SGA and Wemby, I mean, it's hard to really put them necessarily in a box, but if you're going to criticize a guy, at least keep that same energy for other players as well. I mean, the Luka hate has become kind of outrageous to some degree, that what people knock him for is what a lot of players in the NBA do as well. Jokic is not an Excalibur defensive player, but he's won multiple MVPs. You can be that dynamic of a threat. Wemby is such a unicorn. I mean, what I think is so compelling about him is that we love something new. We've seen 6'6" wings that can stretch the floor and guard multiple positions. We haven't seen a 7'3" dude pull up from 28 feet to tie the game.
Yeah.
That is different. And it's the reason we love watching Steph Curry. Yeah. Because when he came in and started hitting shots from the logo and could just shoot at a high clip, it was compelling to watch because we really hadn't seen it at that level. What we're witnessing with Wemby, at least on his ascension, and it's still early in his career, it just makes you wonder, like, just how much further can he go, because he can seemingly do it all already.
Oklahoma City had 9 offensive rebounds last night. Wemby had 9 offensive rebounds last night, at 24 in total.
That's a Shaq line, by the way. I mean, that is
41 and 24.
That's a Shaq dominant, like late 90s Shaquille O'Neal type of box score during their their three-peat. And he's doing this against the reigning champion Oklahoma City Thunder that have a 7'1" big as well.
3 blocks, 3 assists, had a steal. Like, I mean, he fills the entirety of the box score in a way that we've seen few players do before. And to do all of that at 7'3", 7'4", and when he pulls up from 28 feet, it looks like a mid-range jumper because his arms and his whole body is so long, it doesn't look as deep as it would if Steph was shooting it.
Can we see it? We did pull it up.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Hang on. First, this was the picture of the night. If we can bring that up here real quick. This was the picture of the night. The entire Spurs bench pointing at Wemby after essentially a game-clinching block. I saw a bunch of posts on Twitter about this, basically like it's the Hobbits and Gandalf. Like it's practically like the size difference. This is a screenshot, a screensaver on his phone forever. You know what I mean? But seriously, if we can pull up the
it is kind of just like the heroic look off to the left, like. Yep, I'm that dude.
Yeah, it's so easy. You just put a cape on the back there, and it's perfect.